People are here to listen to us.
Yep.
Okay, hello, I'm Daniel Kokotajlo, and I'm the writer and director of Apostasy.
I'm Sacha Parkinson, and I play Luisa.
And these are the executives who are involved in the film. The film was made through a scheme called iFeatures, which was funded by BBC, Creative England and the BFI, with some private finance as well.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very quiet.
Ooh, it's happening.
There was originally some score over this bit at the beginning.
Was there?
But it was a bit foreboding. And
I
felt like the silence got people into the mood of the film.
Sorry, Jehovah. I'm ashamed, really.
Oh,
Molly.
The doctor went on about my condition.
Should we talk about the difference here between what's on screen and the script? What was in the script?
Oh, yeah, because... So originally there's a scene later on in the film that was originally the beginning, which was a scene with myself, wasn't it?
Yeah.
A reinstatement scene.
Yeah, it was like a prologue to the story. There was a scene, the reinstatement scene, which was like a flash forward of Luisa dealing with the elders, trying to get reinstated. But didn't feel quite right in the end.
Yeah.
There was something more interesting about being right in on Molly's character.
I agree.
Because as we realised in the edit, it felt like a sort of spiralling out. That was the story. We started right close in on Molly's face and her internal monologue.
Yeah.
And slowly the camera came out and we slowly introduced other characters. And then that way also, there was more of a shock when...
Yeah, I was just about to say...
Molly. Yeah.
I think not knowing where the story's going, if you already had that in your head, you kind of have a rough idea, the vibe, where it's going. But yeah, this you're just with them in their life at present, which is much better. Shiv. Lovely Siobhan.
Siobhan Finneran. Yep.
That should do it. Can you put it on Alex's records? It's up to date and we've had 2 witnesses sign it.
I guess the thing here is that Alex has felt like she's failed this test. You know, she's not stood up for her faith, and she's been pressured by the consultant, and she's gone outside and told her mum about it, and she's been like, you know, how dare she try it on like that? So they just don't see it. You know, they don't see it the way we'd see what's actually going on there. Basically, it's like it's essentially a death sentence if it came to it.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mum.
You're all right.
What are you going to say?
Nothing. I don't know. I'm like slightly confused as I'm just watching it and forgetting I actually have to speak.
Yeah, it's all about Alex's guilt, isn't it? Yeah, she's failed this test. That's how she feels anyway.
Yeah.
And now she's like, how do you know, Mum, if she's going to make it into the new system? Like, what can she do to make up for this?
How can she prove herself?
And that's essentially, what goes on throughout the whole film from this point forward.
She never feels good enough, does she?
I know that's the problem for all the witnesses, you know. How can you ever be sure you're going to make it? You can never be as good as Jesus. But here, her mum remembers there is in fact one way to be sure.
Yeah. I remember when I first read the script and reading these sections where Alex is speaking to God. And I wasn't sure. I found it so intriguing because I'd never read a script like that, which sort of comes out of it and you're in your own head. And I didn't know how you would film it. So I was really pleasantly surprised when I saw it. Not that I expected anything less, but I just didn't know how it would fit in. Because didn't we shoot it two ways? Didn't we shoot the scenes with this dialogue and without?
Yeah.
I'm so glad you kept it in. I think it's what makes it so unique.
Yeah, well, there was a lot more of it in the script.
There's no such thing as the soul.
And then in the edit, we felt like we needed it at the beginning, so you understood how the witnesses in general talk to God and that kind of attitude that they have to life and the pressure that they're under. But once you had it in the opening, it wasn't that necessary for the rest of the story. There's sort of key moments in the story where she does pray.
Yeah.
But there's not as much of it as there was in the script. But and yeah, we did film so every time there was a prayer in the script, we ended up shooting a prayer version, which was Alex talking to God about it, and then we shot a realistic version of the scene.
Yeah.
Which was tricky because sometimes I was asking the actors to sort of improvise it, and I realised
especially for Mal, I guess.
Yeah, I realised that just wasn't possible all the way through the shoot. So I remember I was up late at night, the nights before, sort of writing the scenes out again in a sort of realistic way. Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Feel okay?
Let me look at you.
No. This is the first scene I watched, so my first day on set, I was taken to the location, which was this house, and I was watching the monitors, and it was this scene being filmed. So I got to see a nice, sort of the tone of it on the monitor and your shots and stuff.
I've made you some eggs, they're in the microwave.
Can I say that? Every time this
eggs
scene
in the
comes
micro.
on.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
How
lovely.
appetizing.
Every time this scene comes on, Molly's like, I had a massive wedgie in that scene, and he kept it.
Okay.
I
never
to say
noticed
stuff
that.
like
I never noticed.
I just know
the
she was
wedgie.
here, she would have said that, so
Right,
I just
okay.
point that out for her.
That's good to know. And here you are for the first time, Luisa's character.
And that's why I'm trying to talk over it.
It's funny because I see these scenes as quite light-hearted. Originally, when I was writing them, it's about the sisters going to the field service, and they're having a bit of a joke about things. But in actual fact, it's still quite disturbing in a way. They're sort of making fun of their mum's attitude when she discovered yoga's got sort of Buddhist origins.
At the time, and then when they got there, they were told it was Buddhist practice. Imagine Mum's face.
Oh my god, just laughed at my own joke.
Oh dear.
She swore that they tricked her into it. Aga ab egg problem.
Oh, here we go.
Vokia hoga.
Good pronunciation.
Trying to learn this was
So what might be the usual?
a fun process.
You spent a lot of time with the Urdu coach, I remember.
Yeah, she was really lovely, actually.
That's
I
quite-
sounded really sarcastic when I said fun process. It was really fun. We just struggled a little bit. But once we got it,
जल्दी खत्म करे.
And this is the first time we meet Claire and Jacqueline and Wazim's characters.
Alex, would you like to give that a go?
I think the idea here was just to show people, what it's like day to day for the witnesses. And the field service,
Good.
the door-to-door ministry is one of the few sort of times that
It's not easy. Learning to teach the
that they enjoy it. It's a social activity.
yeah.
And
Let's try and enjoy it today.
I don't think any witness really likes to do it, but it's the fact
Do
that
they
they
not?
get. No, I think it's the fact that they get to hang out with their friends and family, and that's what
And
keeps them going.
Does everyone do it, or is it a privilege? Do you get chosen to do it, or can anyone do it?
No, if you're a witness, you're supposed to do
Supposed
it.
to, yeah.
Problem dunya meg kumkare.
And it's the first time that we're actually outside in the film, is when they go on
Oh,
the
yeah,
door-to-door
cool.
ministry.
This scene took a while.
Yeah, this shot in particular, we did about 20 takes of this one, I think. And
Why
we-
was that, Dan?
It
Because
was a
of
It was a
me.
mix of things. It was It was the Urdu.
And also,
It was the timing.
Made that clear in your book as well as ours.
It's something about getting the right combination of like charm, but also anxiety, and
yeah.
but it's a nice scene, you know. It's about the sisters, and
Choose where you will spend eternity.
Alex is looking up to her older sister because her older sister's naturally sort of, it's easier for
Yeah.
her, these things. You saw this before and after, what in theory it should be like, and then when you in practice it's trickier, things are harder. But for
Yeah.
Luisa, she's still able to sort of overcome it and
Yeah.
talk in Urdu.
Oh, I remember this scene so
Kitchen.
clearly.
Who's this term? It's on a Thursday night now.
Is there not another module you could take on a different day?
I'm actually, it's so weird. I feel quite nervous, but I think
Well, you can't
I remember like Louisa's frame of mind so clearly in this scene.
Mm.
No, I just need to do this one class so I can finish the course.
It's crazy, isn't it? Because ordinarily I think parents would be, or from a personal experience, would be like, cool, yeah, go and do it, whatever you need to do to finish it.
Mm.
music,
Something that you're passionate about
a religion.
Yeah.
should be encouraged, but she really struggles to tell her, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Jesus comes back at Armageddon to destroy
She's
the
scared.
world.
She's not sure her mum's going to
How
react.
is he
Yeah.
And I think,
when you're at college?
was there not like bigger problems?
Organisation.
I think in the story, or at least in my mind, Louisa
Oh,
was
yeah,
by
yeah.
this point was already sort of seeing
Yeah, I remember we talked
her
about
boyfriend, and so this was a sort of smaller problem.
that. Yeah, and almost testing the waters
Yeah.
for bigger things that she may have to say.
Yeah.
Never been to Bethel. Never been to London. You must go.
I love this scene.
I like this scene as well, yeah. And
See all those brothers.
it's great to see other witness characters.
How amazing would it be?
My cousin Michelle, she's excited, a bit more happy-go-lucky.
Yeah,
she's just been
she
to
is.
Bethel, which is the witnesses' headquarters in London. She's had a trip there and come back, and she's excited by
You
it.
guys ever heard of demons tormenting people?
And then you got this, yeah, Barry, who's
'Cause I think there's one in
Her
which is
face really
yeah.
makes me laugh.
I think in the story they're together or seeing each other, aren't they, Michelle and Barry?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No. Look,
But this is quite common, I think. I remember older
brothers and sisters, right?
brothers who would tell me these stories about demons.
Did they?
Yeah, and had to be careful.
It's like I can physically feel
And it's another car scene,
trying to pull me away.
which production loved.
No,
There's a lot of car scenes in the film.
because like it's there.
It's this, so like,
Just I'm praying it just stops.
it does add some light to it, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Are you sure you're not up to no good?
but again, it's still unusual.
Don't you have to summon one first?
Sort of Alex is not quite sure if he's how serious Barry is about this.
Yeah.
But then as the scene goes on, you can see clearly that he's genuinely worried about it.
I think I should call an elder.
I think you've gone mental if you do that.
It's so nice to see Jess. I worked with Jess years ago when I was really young.
All right. And this was the very first day of shoot. We actually did a pre-shoot one day.
Oh, yeah.
At the beginning of pre-production, just to shoot this scene, because it was a sunny day, and the story is supposed to start in summer, so it was for that shot essentially. There was a bit of sunshine coming through the tree,
Oh, okay.
and we did it. We sort of cut it down. It was a longer scene initially. There was a lot more to it, but we felt like it was enough just seeing the tree and then seeing Alex just at work, away from like any worldly influences.
Yeah, I love this shot. She's
Yeah,
so...
it's just it's what witnesses do. They stand there for hours, and people just walk by and ignore them.
See, oh, hang on. Oh, here's another car scene. This... I drive a really small car, I could not for the life of me pull this car into that spot on cue or in the right position.
Yeah.
Do you remember how many times it took?
Yeah, I mean, we'd not really, it was a really busy day, and that street was, there was a lot of cars on there, and so it was quite stressful,
Yeah.
I think, the whole thing.
Thank you. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It wasn't my driving at all.
So what do you do? I've got.
This was a real pain in the arse to edit.
Was
Because we
it?
had 4 different angles, and the continuity was just all over the place.
Jehovah's Witnesses do. You guys are Jehovah's?
But it's probably my favourite scene.
Yeah,
because it
I
says
really
so
like
much.
this scene.
It says so much about the sisters and what's going on,
This is Jehovah.
and you know, the surprise there that Alex has discovered that her sister is not telling her friends that she's a Jehovah's Witness.
You know the Greek word stauros is what they used when writing the Bible, but the word stauros doesn't actually mean cross. It means upright stake or pole.
And this is a common thing for witnesses as well, to sort of find any opportunity to preach to people.
Jesus
And it's also that Alex is trying to make up for that, you know, what happened at the beginning of the
Yeah.
story. She's
Cross is a pagan symbol.
any opportunity now,
Didn't want to know all that.
she's going to preach.
I just thought you should know. Oh, well, it's a bit disrespectful. It's okay.
So what do you guys believe in then? Going to heaven or what? Come on, I'm serious. I want to know.
Hey, kid.
God is going to restore Earth back to paradise, how He intended it to be. Like in
She just delivers things so innocently and
Everyone who ain't a Jehovah's.
God will decide what's in their hearts, but if they refuse to listen, then they'll be removed.
Oh, so what's so wrong with this world?
It says in the Bible that this whole world is in the power of
I guess the idea here was that
About all that.
she was starting to get ganged up on a bit. So then Luisa,
You have to admit, things happen.
her attitude changes towards the end of the scene,
Yeah.
and she's now,
Wars all the time.
she's sort of gone back into preaching mode. She's helping Alex out.
Do you know, in Africa, they kill thousands of rhinos a year, and they'll become extinct soon just because of how greedy mankind is at the moment.
Sad, isn't it? I love rhinos.
I love that line. It gets a laugh every time. Oh my god, this day was so cold.
Yeah, I remember that.
Freezing.
You don't really see it on the screen though. In the story, we'd sort of moved to autumn time, so it looks quite nice.
Yeah.
Hopefully you get a sense that the season's changed slightly.
I love that shot of the three
Yeah.
women walking.
Yeah, it's a nice little moment there, because you see Ivanna looking after Alex again, saying, make sure you're sort of wrapped up and worried
Yeah.
about her condition. So it's a small moment, but if you pick up on it, it's nice.
Look,
It's just a bombshell.
Yep. I mean, I think this is a bombshell for any young woman to tell their parents at this age anyway, let alone in their current, you know, situation and beliefs.
Mom, shush.
I think we'd said that Luisa had done her best. She'd done everything right in a way. They'd gone out on a walk. That she'd chosen the right time to tell her. She's saying the right things to her. She's trying to diffuse the situation as much as
Yeah.
possible.
And she hasn't told anyone else. And
Yeah. But she's never really planned. I guess she never would know how her mum was really going to react.
guy from college.
Well, I remember you saying, you know, the term disfellowshipped was thrown around and everyone kind of knew what it was, but if you hadn't experienced it, you don't really know to what extent that goes to.
Look what's happened. You've let college go to your head.
In a weird way, it's quite subdued the way her mum does react. It's quite practical.
Yeah.
And in my mind, it was always because Ivanna sees herself in Luisa. This is maybe something that has happened to Ivanna when she was younger.
I'm going to start
Okay.
bringing him to meetings. You have to start bringing him to meetings.
It's not gonna happen.
Do you love him?
I think that was the moment there in the
I was
scene
just
as
about
well.
to say that.
Yeah.
Go on.
No, I mean, Luisa wasn't expecting that question,
To marry him.
and that's what sort of makes her crack, I think.
I can't, Mum.
What were you going to say?
That about that question. Do you love him?
You don't care.
I always like that line as well. You don't care,
Mm.
because there's something about that. You know, when a witness hears that,
So you've just
you know, you're offering someone the truth, the key to the universe, and to
They're not
hear-
interested.
Yeah, not only are they not interested, it's like, oh, you don't care. It's so sort of flippant, and
I love that little moment at the end when Alex grabs Louisa's hand, because you almost think, well, for me anyway, with that you think it's okay, we can conquer all this together, but actually they don't, and she kind of has to deal with it on her own.
yeah. I mean, they're still hopeful at this stage.
Oh
aren't
yeah, they are,
They're thinking
definitely.
that even right up until this moment, this is
I did pray the elders would see that.
Alex is hoping the elders will not disfellowship her.
Yeah.
She's hoping Luisa is more repentant than she is. And again, it's a difficult moment, so it was nice that she does pray to God.
You disfellowship her.
But she still wants to be in God's organisation.
She showed little sign of repentance.
I don't understand.
Maybe you haven't noticed, but we can see at this point she's really lost her relationship with Jehovah.
I hope she works at that. Really builds it.
Attitude.
Told her she was falling away. Maybe we could have helped.
I think this is
See.
the moment where Ivanna sort of accepts that that it's her fault in a way, and she starts to feel guilty for what's happened.
But she needs help and support now.
We realise it's tough. We must keep any necessary contact to a bare minimum.
It's horrible, you know, what the elders are saying, but
Help Luisa realise that quicker.
they don't know any better. You know, they're just doing what
I
they
know.
think is the right thing to do. And they
This. Oh,
no,
carry
go on.
Sorry, I just totally interrupted. But this was my first scene, I think, wasn't it? Yeah.
All right, well,
My very, very
dropped
first
you in the
scene.
deep end. Now, you had a lot to do here, because you've got to get across so much without really
With no
there's
dialogue.
no dialogue. And this what you're seeing here is the agitator. It's the reason you end up leaving. It's because you now start to feel trapped in your own house, and your family are treating you in this way, and it's going to continue. And it's that moment just right there. You realise you have to get out.
I think no matter how much you've been told about this growing up, I don't think anyone could ever prepare you for your own family to do that to you, or that you ever think they could ever go to that level, which is so sad. But like you said before, they believe that that's right, and that's going to help you in the long run. I love that shot. There's so many shots that I think are so beautiful.
I like Siobhan's performance there.
Yeah.
She's just appearing like she's in control, and it's no big deal. But deep down, you know,
Water was 20
she just can't believe what's going on.
And the hall cleaning will be handled by the Drake.
This in a second when he just throws the comment away.
Yeah.
One more announcement this week.
And it comes after such sort of
Louisa Wickling
mundane
no longer
information.
one of Jehovah's Witnesses.
He chooses to say at the end of
Yeah.
announcing the gas bill and the water bill. There's a reason for that.
Which is what?
I mean, they're trying to play it down, really, but ultimately it feels like it's less important. You know, Luisa being disfellowshipped is sort of less important than the gas bill. And of course, this is the effects now of shunning, of disfellowshipping on the family that are still in the religion.
Yeah.
The fact that they're starting to
It's shame,
feel
isn't it?
the shame, yeah, and starting to feel like outsiders themselves. I think that's the first time we're in the hall as well. It's a sort of which we debated a lot about whether or not we should be in the hall beforehand and see the before and after. But I don't know. I stuck to that idea that we were slowly spiraling out, and at key moments we start to see different parts to their lives.
Alex,
Louisa's returned.
I've just come to see this.
But why?
She's back. People might not pick up on this, but Lance, our costume designer, there's just subtle things like the top I had on. It's just kind of, it's red and it's off the sort of colour palette we'd been working on prior to this. Just little things like that. She's kind of breaking away and finding her own style and becoming, I don't know, chipping away at her own personality. I mean, that progresses. This is just a minute thing, but...
Yeah, you feel that, though. She seems maybe a bit more... Well, she's been sleeping on someone's couch or bed, hasn't she?
Yeah.
And Louisa's got that look about her now. And,
Do you think this is easy for me?
Maybe I did think it was easy for her.
She always just did as she pleased.
I guess this is one of the moments you start to notice the score. And there's been a few moments beforehand, but this is the point where it sort of starts to grow, and there's more layers and textures to the score.
Maybe she does need your guidance.
And they slowly build up to the point where Alex collapses.
Let's go. Come on.
But it's very understated.
Mm-hmm. This shot always makes me feel really sad, this.
You got everything?
Yeah.
And I mean, I know I'm watching myself. It's not my performance, but just the dynamic of it and how isolated she feels, even though her mum and her sister are right there. But yet they feel so far away.
Because they're under pressure as well. You know, Ivanna and Alex. They want to do the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what they've been told to do. And they have to do it. As soon as they speak to her or try and show her any compassion, then that's potentially could cause problems. You know, they themselves could get disfellowshipped. I like how this mirrors the previous walking scene in the canal, where you see all three of them walking, and the camera's moving, but this time it's static and it's just them two walking.
What do you think? Mum, is it too revealing?
You see, Nikolai? With an underskirt, it'll be all right.
Finding it really difficult not to crack jokes. I need to be professional. See when... Oh, it doesn't matter.
No, I mean, it's a good... I like that scene. It's one of the few scenes where Alex is sort of becomes... You remember she's a human being.
Yeah.
She's a young woman and she's dealing with these issues. And it's something that I always remembered as well when I was a witness, me and my sister and the family in general, like what you're allowed to wear. And just before we go to the Kingdom Hall, we'd always like discuss if it's okay what we were wearing. That's the first time you see one of the cards, which is there were a lot more in the script. You remember? We had them like at the beginning and nearly every scene, I think. And there were quotes from different. Oh, here's
I'm Stephen.
Robert Thames.
I'm a new elder here.
He's brilliant.
Transferred here this week.
Nice to meet you.
What's your name?
He's a great actor.
I'm
Yeah.
Ivanna, this is Alex. Alex is...
Look how happy they are that someone is speaking to them.
Yeah, I know, right? I don't know if you pick up on it, but just before he arrives, the Brian and Alan walk past and they just ignore him. Well, here's this young elder now who's showing them some attention.
I just wanted to say hi, so... Hi. I'll see you around, sisters.
It's a weird combination of like sort of charming.
I was
but
literally
awkward, but then a bit
about to say the same
thing. You're
thing.
not quite sure about him.
Alex?
I don't want to disturb.
He's a fast mover.
He doesn't wait around.
Do you want a brew?
No, thanks.
I'll wait in the sitting room.
It's such an awkward scene.
Yeah.
didn't mean to just drop in uninvited.
No, that's okay.
It's how it is, though, you know. This is the beginning of a courtship, and it's what goes on in the witnesses. Ivanna's just hanging out there in the living room, keeping an eye on him.
Whereabouts you live?
Just up the road, near the precinct. The flats there. Not as bad as they look.
Do you live on your own?
Yeah, my parents are down south.
I like the camera move there as well, where it's about Molly that at the beginning. How you just stay on her. You don't even see Stephen's face until he sits down.
Yeah.
It's from her perspective.
So when he asks this in a moment.
I wanted to speak with you. Because I'd like to get to know you. Sorry, it's too on the nose.
No, sorry. I don't...
He's not very smooth.
If you really got to...
What do you mean?
Nothing, sorry.
Oh, she's so sweet.
I guess she's referring to
Nice house.
her condition there and what happened to her when she was a baby.
Well, yeah, I've got my
So
sister as well.
It's sort of implied.
He asks this, but then says,
I heard, actually.
Yeah, I heard.
It's out of nervousness, though.
Oh,
He's
okay.
He's got that on his mind because it is a big deal, and it sort of slips out in the wrong way because he's just trying to ask a question.
I'll pray for her.
I think that was the logic.
Ah, okay. No, I wasn't questioning.
No,
the
no,
writing. I was more
it's a
so
good
thought he
question.
was being, I don't know.
Well, you could see it from that point of view as well.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
A lot of people say, you know, is this really a love story, or does Alex really? They ask, you know, does Alex really like him? But
What's your
it's
opinion?
complicated. He lifts their spirits. You know, they're both Alex and Ivanna are down at that moment, and he turns up and he's the only one talking to him, and he's a young, you know, interesting prospect. But maybe it's convenient.
I was just about to say, yeah,
for
it's out of
Alex.
convenience, yeah. The way she just throws, she's having a girl. There's no emotion to it. It's really sad.
Yeah.
Just,
Of course, because they don't quite know how to feel about it. And you see sort of Alex's expression after she says it as well, and there's a sort of smile to it.
Yeah.
It's a bittersweet moment. It is nice to know that. It's quite exciting to hear that sister's having a baby. It's going to be a girl, but at the same time, she's being told that it's wrong. This is a nice moment as well.
Yeah, very nice moment.
Molly does well here. It's just a slight sort of lift there.
Oh.
There's a little moment of
Yeah.
joy. She's excited about it. Kitchen sink scene.
Serious, you know. If you're going to court Stephen.
Chronic warrior.
One of the few things sacred.
That house was perfect, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Not like
It was, yeah. We
We
had
didn't do anything to
the
it.
place, yeah.
All brides are loose women.
There's something about these office blinds as well. It was all the rage. Wherever we went, any location we looked at, they had these office blinds hanging up.
Did they?
Yeah.
Very suitable.
Not sure
Very
what it's about.
suitable. It's not even,
Yeah.
you know, necessarily if you feel anything for him. He's suitable and he ticks a lot
Yeah,
of boxes.
Exactly, yeah. This is a nice moment though as well. That wide
Yeah,
shot
this is a
looking out
lovely
over
scene.
Oldham. It's the sort of one of the few wide shots, and that was something we talked about, me and Adam. The sort of the wider the shot, the sort of more peaceful or calmer Alex is at that moment. That's why with some of the prayer shots as well, when she starts to calm down or she's reasoned it out with herself, the camera drifts backwards.
Oh, that's interesting.
So it gets wider.
I had a nice time.
I'll have to look out for that next time I watch it.
I always like that moment with Ivanna again, where she's like just trying to help out, do the washing,
and that's what mums do.
Yeah, but not when they're
well, yeah, no,
not like when they're on a date
No.
and she's really keeping an eye on them. Yeah.
Oh. No, but it does normalise her a little bit.
Yeah.
It's nice to see.
You know, I got my window cleaning job, and you got your gardening. I think you'll do all right, I reckon.
It always gets a laugh
Anyway,
from the
I'm
ex-witnesses in the
working
audience,
towards
that, because it's a common job for witnesses
And we won't have to worry about money.
to be a window cleaner.
Society will take care of us until the new system.
I need to tell you I have a condition. Like, I get anemic.
So I imagine this takes a lot for her to say because they don't speak about it.
I had to have a transfusion.
I guess she has to feel like she's got to get it off her chest now before it goes too far. And
We don't talk
So it
about
gives him a chance to back out if he wants to.
yeah. And of course he's not
Are you okay now?
quite sure how to deal with it
I'm fine. I mean, they say it might, get
at
worse,
first
but
anyway.
I'm fine. Okay. I'll freak you out.
I was reading the literature just before about the differences between infatuation and love, and it said one of the first signs of love is that it can overcome obstacles where infatuation would just...
So, like, what's your... this is a question from me. What's your take on Stephen? Because in this scene, I, like, don't believe any of the words he's saying. But not Robert's performance, but from Steve. I don't know, I just think he's chose someone who's an easy target, picked her and thought, she'll do. I almost need to be with someone.
With medical stuff.
I don't know, have I misinterpreted that?
No, but I think that's right. But then also, there's not that many options.
That's what I
guess.
mean, yeah.
Yeah, and he's in shock there though as well. Like, he's just been told that news, and then he's not quite sure how to deal with it. First, he talks about the literature he's just read, but it's not like a real effort to connect, is it? But then afterwards, he says maybe it's dawned on him what the tragedy that could happen.
Yep.
So then he talks about he knows brothers on the hospital liaison committee, and it's a bit more genuine, I think, at the end. This is one of the few times you sort of see now. Now Stephen's involved.
People are reacting differently towards them.
There's more interest, and the sister there's even made cupcakes for them.
I just pray now that my sister will remember what it's like to be part of your love.
What's going on?
I've just come to sort things out.
You notice there, Molly, or Alex was happy to see her sister return again. But,
Yeah.
I've left you, Matt.
This was quite a hard scene, I remember.
Yeah, it was.
One of the ones we did sit around for ages and just talk about, because it was so, like, difficult emotionally to deal with this.
Yeah, and it was fighting against our instincts.
Yeah.
Because I remember just a subtle thing, Siobhan touching my hand, and you were like, don't show any emotion, basically.
Yeah.
And we really struggled with that, to suppress how we were feeling.
There was something about on the day I just couldn't articulate what it was, and I think it got to a point in the conversation where it was like, look, it's against the rules. You've got to
I read things.
You're being watched. It's this idea that God is watching everything.
Yeah.
And that
People say things about us.
you're under a pressure, so you can't just touch your daughter or show her anything like that.
You know, we believed Armageddon was supposed to come in 1975. Some brothers even sold their houses that year and they took their kids out of school. What are you talking about?
They're old
I like
truths,
that
Louisa.
moment
Yeah,
as
me
well.
too.
Suggesting that she's been online
Some
and done a bit of
brothers
research and
misunderstood the message back
starting
then
to
and
work
got
things
carried
out for
away.
herself. Which was a shock for me, I remember, when
It's
I
okay
was
to have
a
doubts,
witness, and
but
afterwards I
have to
discovered that
believe.
there'd been sort of failed
Humble.
prophecies
If you
beforehand.
don't understand something,
But then,
talk to the elders.
see, Ivanna just comes back. Just talk to the elders, they'll explain it all.
Yeah.
It's fine.
There's
I know,
nothing
right? It's not even like
out
talk to
there
God, it's
that is as
talk to
true
the
His
elders.
word.
Mum. Dad just came here to see if we could be normal
And of course, for Luisa, she doesn't know
without this.
still really what the process is. It's hard to accept that
This is their way of life now. This is
Yeah.
how they are.
that unless she comes back, her family will treat her this way forever.
So this goes on forever then.
I like the use of the wide shot there as well. When Ivanna sort of moves back away from her.
Yes. It says so much, doesn't it?
Piss off.
And that's the last time they see each other, the sisters.
Oh, yeah, of course. Every time Molly watches this scene, she's always like, why has Dan used this take? Look how crap I am at trying to break that twig. And it just gives up and shoves it in the bag.
All right. Well, you don't really notice.
No, no one else notices, just Mol. But she's meant to be weak here
Yeah.
anyway.
The funny thing was, this was in the middle of a car park. We just didn't
Was
have any
it?
time. We didn't have a location, and so it was the tiniest bit of grass on a hill in a car park, and we made it look like they were in a garden somewhere.
I would not have known that. I just love the shots.
Of course, this is what is essentially now going to happen to her sister.
Yeah.
And of course, to hear it in Urdu, it sort of makes it seem even more disturbing, I think.
Mm. I love the sound in this scene,
Hmm.
the intensity of it.
Yeah, it's a great use of score and sound design. It sort of builds up nicely before this scene with the score, and then it drops out, and then it's
Yeah.
just use of sound. And of course, after hearing all that stuff about Armageddon and what God's going to do, anytime there is a storm, sort of witnesses start to worry. And she's trying to pray here to God now, and we don't hear it.
Auntie Linda.
Right.
She adds a bit of light, doesn't she?
Yeah.
She was really fun.
It was just nice to... I mean, they talked about Auntie Linda earlier in the story. They sort of had a joke about her. But it's nice to show other witnesses again.
Yeah.
That not all like Ivanna and Alex.
Put your coats over there. There you go.
All right. Juices.
Stephen.
He's so awkward, I love it.
Oh, yeah, all right.
He's so excited to meet Stephen.
Yeah.
Like,
He's a Bethelite,
what's that like?
you know,
Okay, now,
something to look up to.
yeah, it was good.
I remember we shot this stuff at night as well, made it look like day.
Yeah,
Do you want to come and dance with us?
Wash you down with some scrumpies.
yeah. Cheers. Yeah.
So it was the week of the school, and it was my turn to stay within a time.
Luke.
He's great, isn't
Yeah, he was
Immediately as I finished, he says,
he's an ex-witness.
"It was a bit short."
He was looking to get into acting. He's done a few things. So we got in touch just before the shoot, and
That's wicked. I actually met him briefly in a couple of the scenes, but properly at one of the screenings.
Right.
He was cool.
Okay? This baby's mine. I want her not to roll over in the night. I said be careful. Her baby died.
I like the little disco light above Solomon there.
What proof do you have? I know my child. Jehovah, help me.
They were great, these guys. Kathleen Harrison
Cut the baby in 2 pieces.
and Daisy.
Solomon, you can't cut the
They're
baby.
really
One take wonders, really.
Really?
Yeah.
Putting us
They got
to
it
shame.
right every time.
Yeah, go ahead. Chop it in half. Am I bothered? A true mother doesn't want to see her baby die.
Doesn't feel appropriate to Alex.
No.
But it's just a bit of fun.
See, I love this because it normalises them. It makes them
Yeah.
human beings, you know.
Yeah, they're having a bit of fun. They're dancing, they're drinking alcohol. It's all okay. Or is it?
Or is it? I don't know, I'm watching it as if it's the first time I've seen it. I'm like, oh my God, what's going to happen?
Remember we tried to get what was the song? It was Justin Timberlake for ages. And then it was Jerry Halliwell, Spice Girl.
But was it?
Because she was an I can't remember her single. But she's an ex-witness, so I really wanted to get her.
Jerry Halliwell is?
Yeah.
Wow.
I wanted to get her song, but didn't happen in the end. It's too expensive.
How was this to film? Did it take a while?
Yeah. Yeah, I think we did a few takes. There was a bit of health and safety issue with the way she fell over. And it was just about getting it right, you know, the way that they sort of approached her as well. I quite like the way that the elders are all sort of standing over her there. And it was a nice final image of Alex.
See, I don't... I love this shot.
I remember this was the morning we all woke up to the news that Donald Trump became president.
Oh, yeah.
So
remember
this
that.
face of Siobhan's was how it was the morning she arrived to set. Yeah.
So can we
It was a
talk...
strange
I
day.
mean, I'm assuming everybody who's watching this at this point knows what's going on. Oh, we do
I don't know.
in real time because...
Oh, do you mean...
I just want to talk about the scenes that were cut prior to that shot.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we tried a few different things. In the end, we did have some sort of hospital shots, and there was scenes that explained what was going on to her.
Between Alex and the nurse, the doctors.
Yeah. But
If you can just sign out.
didn't feel right in the end. There was
For it to be assessed.
the story wasn't about her condition. It was more about how
The aftermath, how people deal with it.
how Ivanna has now got to deal with what's happened to Alex versus what's going on with her other daughter.
Yeah.
And plus I was reading so much about witnesses who had died from refusing blood that I was continually shocked by it, that I wanted to get across that shock in the film, I think.
Yeah.
And I think that came across doing it this way.
Absolutely.
And to see it through the witnesses' eyes, to see it through Ivanna's eyes and the elders here, how sort of calm they are about it, or how suppressed the grief is. Those that aren't as discerning don't quite know what's going on still in the film. It's only until the next scene that it's clear, crystal clear what's happened.
Is it okay if Luisa comes?
And I think that helps you understand their logic.
It's okay.
Absolutely. I took my friends to watch it and I was just waiting for their reaction to the next scene because they kind of looked at me as if they kind of had an inkling but weren't sure. And I think that's so much more powerful than being spoon-fed every little bit of detail.
That was the first mention of Ivanna's husband there as well.
Yeah.
But it's very little detail. You just know that he is around.
So this is the shot that when you're watching it with an audience, everyone goes,
yeah.
The people who weren't quite sure.
Yeah, people just don't want to believe it. But it happens, Still happens today. The witnesses still have these rules about blood, what you can and can't take.
I guess it's that thing of, well, almost why would I cry? Because I know I'm going to see her again, and it was all for a greater reason. So it's okay not to be. I'm not going to be upset because it's all for something.
Yeah.
Which is just so
yeah.
sad.
The logic is that this is an act of bravery, but deep down inside, there is a grief.
Yeah.
It is tragic what's happened, but it's being severely suppressed by their faith.
I think I look lovely in this scene. Just to lighten the mood.
Got a nice bump.
My glasses aren't.
Well, he tries to lighten the mood here
Crying.
with a joke.
Because it's warm.
It's not very appropriate.
It
really.
makes me so mad.
How you felt
Yeah.
whenever you're with Alex.
She
was shy, but she radiated Jehovah's love.
He does a good job here, though, James Quinn. He's
That, Alex would sometimes
I sort of believe him,
would judge you.
It reminds me of the elders, or these
I was not back. Here's this
eulogies that I've been to in the past, and
a whole youth to
these
Jehovah.
kind of guys with this kind of voice as well.
Even she
His
it can
voice.
fill people with rapture, this.
felt about her.
In the read-through, I remember as soon as he spoke, I was like, oh, I'm terrified of you.
Yeah.
Let's see how Jehovah feels about Alex. Job 14, verse 15. They will call, and I myself shall answer. I think about that. And how Jehovah is really looking
That's what Louise is thinking as well.
to bring in this amazing sister.
She's here out of respect, but I think some of this,
Now we all know
in her, she's not completely left her faith.
we all share
It's
a
the-
hope
No.
Some of the stuff
this
that
system won't go
Brian
right
is
from
saying
the
here,
tribulation into paradise. But for
I think has an effect on her.
she knew the difficult decision that she had to make. But she accepted that. She mustered up incredible courage because she knew
I mean, I've talked to some witnesses, ex-witnesses as well, who,
after.
when family members pass away, they don't even know that they've passed away. Those that have been disfellowshipped. So the families
Really?
don't even tell them, don't invite them to the funerals. So,
Wow.
this was an interesting dynamic to show then
I was
that,
just about to
that Louisa's here, Ivanna's invited her, but at the same time she's still disfellowshipped and she's still being shunned, so that means that nobody in the hall is allowed to talk to her.
At a time when you just need
Yeah.
comforting the most.
You don't need to do that.
This gets me.
I know.
Your performance here. I think this might have been the first take we used in the end. I think we did like 3 or 4 takes of this.
Yeah.
But then there was something about the first one that was...
The last thing I said to her was piss off. She was just trying to help.
I can't really watch this.
Let's see it again.
It just must be so confusing.
Yeah. Of course, this is not something they should really be doing as well in the hall.
No.
But they just can't help it. It's the sort of crack. It's the... Of course, that's why they let go when a sister comes in.
No matter how many times I watch this, I'm just in disbelief, even though I filmed it.
I remember I remember putting a lot of the crying back in. We sort of maybe cleaned it up a bit too much in the sound. We went with the original take because there was a lot more. Okay, you could hear the mic scuffle and it was a bit distorted, but it was so like you could hear like that coming from the gut.
The thought of living without them makes our hearts.
I love this.
I love this.
It's sort of strange. It's such a strange time to come after that scene, and it's open to the audience as well. You don't know what it is. You don't know who the hell's looking at it, and you might be inclined to even sort of laugh at it, really.
Yeah.
But then
it still creates immense sorrow and anguish deep inside.
It's the subject matter they're talking about, but it isn't supposed to be this way. It's all said like it's a joke.
Yeah. It gets across, how the witnesses see death and their logic behind it. But then you see the effect it's having on Ivanna. You see her crying there, and that's...
I was going to say, this is the first time we see her cry, isn't it?
Yeah. But, are they tears of grief, or what exactly is going on there?
That's beautiful.
Dove stones. I always find this interesting. And again, you see there, look, the other brothers and sisters sort of getting on with life and enjoying themselves. But then Stephen, you hear Stephen over the top, and he's dealing with a sort of existential crisis. Does he wait for Alex, or does he move on?
Do you think it's possible that Alex will be able to marry in the new system?
And maybe you shouldn't be doing this, that an elder shouldn't be looking to a sister for advice. And this is a slight sort of mistake from Stephen at a moment when he's vulnerable.
I didn't know that.
We don't know if he was talking about those in heaven or the resurrection.
That's why Ivanna's quite careful, I think, as well. There's a lot of ducks that day.
Yeah.
Yeah. We struggled with all the ducks.
Marriage might not even be in the new system.
See, this baffles me. It might not be in the new system. It might, but it might not. So actually, you don't know at all about anything in concrete.
Well, the governing body, they've gone back and forth on this idea.
Yeah.
What will actually happen? Because, you say till death do us part, but then what happens when you're resurrected? Yeah.
This guy, unfortunately, I don't actually know his name. I never met him, but
Chris.
I think he's brilliant.
Chris is great. Yeah.
He's only in a couple of scenes, but he does so much with it.
Alex.
His looks.
Did you see it?
Yeah. I remember we did a lot of takes on his stuff. He was probably a bit frustrated with me at the end. But it was so important to get these. They're simple, but they say so much, these lines. Because he's so shocked. He's just read it in the paper that Alex has died.
Yeah.
And it's his work colleague who sits opposite him. He doesn't know what to say. He's sort of shocked, and it's extremely tragic. But she's just not responding to him.
I love how she looks at this woman, and I don't know exactly what her thought process was, but I always think she's just, for a split second, he's looking at this person who is a worldly person. I don't know, just sort of like...
Alex was a part of me, Jehovah.
I don't know, there's just something in her eyes, like, are you as bad as we think? Oh no, you check yourself again. I don't know, she just, I think, I feel like that's what I see in her eyes. Does that make sense? No.
I don't know. Well, it was more about it's a mirroring of the previous scene.
Oh,
When
yeah,
she
I
looks
know.
across, and Alex is not there, but yet she's in this kind of plastic paradise, and everything around her has suddenly changed. Yeah, so maybe it's right. Yeah, she sort of looks up and sees.
I can't articulate what I meant. Oh wait, the Kingdom Hall.
Oh, the hall.
This used to be a real hall, didn't it?
Yeah, that's right. We were looking for a real Kingdom Hall, and the witnesses had just sold this one off in Oldham. When we got there, the new owners had turned it into a cafe.
Yeah.
What was it called? Coffee Kingdom?
I think so.
Yeah.
But the exterior, that was still.
Yeah, fell in love with
that was real.
Yeah, fell in love with the exterior. We couldn't use the interior in the end, but there was something about this image here with the cars going past in the background, sort of life zooming past, whereas the witnesses are there standing still, sort of waiting for the new system.
I remember that shot of me in the car, and my friend, when we were watching it, she was like, she was really vocal throughout the whole thing, shouting her opinions, and my friend was like, "Don't do it, don't get out."
I used to feel like Luisa was sending me mad.
But you understand it, don't you? You sort of get why she's coming back.
Yeah.
Because it's the only way she can communicate or have any connection with her mother and after what's happened.
Absolutely. And I reckon she just feels she owes it to Alex.
And so we ask this through your Son and our Redeemer.
I know this sounds kind of crazy as well, but I remember thinking if anyone ever did do that, when I was leaving the witnesses, if anyone made that kind of bold choice, to refuse blood in my family, I always felt like that maybe would be something that would pull me back,
Yeah.
That they believed that much, that they had the faith that strong. I often wondered what kind of effect that would have on me. And I think that's partly what inspired this storyline of Luisa coming back.
Alex's influence has brought her back.
She's finally on the right path. But there's a way to go. We'll start her guidance meetings.
Is it okay if I start helping her just with a few practical things?
The rules still apply until she's ready for reinstatement.
How long will that take?
You can see again Ivanna doing her best here.
That's up to Luisa.
She does care,
Yeah, she does.
And she's trying to figure out what she can and can't do here. Potentially what she can get away with.
She's all alone now, and in her condition, she could do with a bit of support.
Ivanna, we can't stop.
I know, because I think it's really easy for someone
We understand.
at first judgment to think, "Oh, she's an awful mother. How could you do that?"
Yeah.
But actually, she's doing what she genuinely believes is the right thing to do for her daughters.
Yeah.
1 Corinthians 5 explains to us how we must avoid socialising or eating with the wrongdoers.
You can even apply that to the elders, though, as well. Of course, it's despicable, what's going on. But they're just doing what they're being told to do. A little bit of rain.
In Manchester. Ever. This is the first time we see Luisa in her own place, isn't it?
We struggled to find a council flat. The council just didn't like the idea. They didn't like the story. They felt like it was a stereotype, a sort of a young single mother. They didn't feel comfortable supporting the idea. But eventually we convinced them.
No, I can't offer you anything.
Ah, man. It even makes me angry watching it.
I was a bit sick this morning. Do you want to sit down?
It's so devastating because she has no one. But nor does her mum, which is equally as devastating.
Yeah, they're just being forced to act this way. And her mum avoids the temptation there. She feels like she'd like to sit down and talk, but she's there to work. It's necessary business.
Yes, Mum.
I like this scene.
Ring me if you need help. No,
Me too.
see you at the hall. Just listen to the elders. It'll be fine.
I just can't believe it. I just never imagined that, she would do it.
People ask me about that. They say, what does she actually mean there? That she would do it.
She did because
I think deep down it makes sense that...
I think so.
Yeah. Okay, it's an interesting way to phrase it. She did it, but she's actually... It's a passive act. She's refusing to do something. But
in a few hundred years,
from the witness's point of view, it's that Alex has stood up for her faith. That's what she's done.
Yeah.
By refusing blood. That line there as well from Ivanna.
What?
It's craziness.
This all won't matter in a couple of hundred years. Oh.
But she delivers it so well. I believe her. A little bit of anti-Semitism there from Deborah. It's quite common for the witnesses.
What did she say? I missed it.
It's like what the Jews did to Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. She understands the truth, but we're just trying to make sure that it's in her heart. I mean, she's responding well, but she's just not quite there yet.
What's the problem?
Her answers just aren't right sometimes. She likes to voice her own opinions too much. But then she gets it eventually.
By opinions, it's questions and not being fobbed off with just their version of things.
She's on the right path.
Yeah.
You should be more careful.
But that's what it was like at the Kingdom Hall, When you were asked a question, the answer was there for you. It was in the Watchtower magazine or the Awake magazine. And you were just putting in your own words what was there for you. So it was a kind of conditioning, a group, a way that you all think the same way. To express an opinion is to doubt, and that's considered a negative thing. Of course, this is where Stephen's turned on her a bit there as well. He's doubling up now in being an elder. After maybe what happened previously, that he...
Oh, in the scene when he asked about, when he confided in it,
And we'd like to welcome him to the platform to present the first in the series of talks that he's prepared for us. God's Word, a light to your roadway.
Again, that's Luke there on stage. He ad-libbed all that.
Did he?
Yeah, he just went back into elder mode.
He's great.
And I asked him just to go on stage and talk, and he did it in one take.
Have a word.
And that little bit of chit-chat there as well that the elders have, that was Luke I just got Luke to talk to them, explain what they can...
to call in on her.
What they could be talking about.
But she wasn't feeling too
well. Where did we film the interior of the Kingdom Hall again?
Okay.
It was at the Masons Hall in Audenshaw.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was similar in layout. It had the meeting rooms looking into the main hall.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good space.
I tried to call you.
Are you okay?
So I'm assuming Ivanna just ignored the phone calls.
That's implied, yeah. We did actually shoot a scene where you see her do that. She's on the street ministry and screens a call. But it's implied in the scene, so we didn't really need to show that.
No, you didn't need to show it.
I had a scan.
Is everything okay?
I've got to have another one in 2 weeks.
You need to take care of yourself. Have you been eating properly and staying hydrated?
I like this scene. It's all just one take, and There's a lot going on here.
Something healthy.
The mother's concern versus Louisa's disappointment. And there was a lot of that throughout the shoot. It was always about trying to simplify things and
I'll eat in there.
get underneath and understand what's going on and telling that story in the simplest way possible.
I remember when we first started shooting, and obviously because it was the first few days and I wasn't used to your style, and I was like, oh, he's not coming in closer, or he's not, because I'd just come off the back of a job where it was kind of, the style was, everything was close, everything was kind of overshot, which worked for that. And I just didn't know how it was going to look, but I really love that everything's either wide or medium, and it only comes close when it's absolutely vital.
Yeah. And Adam's done a great job with the lighting.
The lighting's great.
He's got a way of working where he lights from outside shooting in, so it's quite natural, but just heightened slightly.
It's
and a lot
beautiful.
of things are sort of hidden in shadow.
So this was the scene that was originally going to be the very opening scene, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, and it was much longer. It was like a 10-minute scene originally.
Yeah, it was.
And they interrogate... Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Sasha.
No.
Hopefully we can get it on the DVD as a deleted scene. Because it is a great performance from you, and it says so much about the way that the elders... their attitudes on it and the way that they get into detail, and it's quite pedantic, the whole thing, and they ask about a sex life, and it gets very personal. But in the end, it sort of was a distraction from the story. We understood that she was becoming frustrated, and then to find out that
your mother continues to go round to your house,
that someone had been spying on them, or someone's grassed them up as well, that was enough to make Louisa furious. Because
this one kind of comes in halfway through what the original scene was, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Of my life.
I love that line.
That's not what we're doing.
Yeah. And a lot of that was based on a real audio recording, a secret recording of a young woman's reinstatement meeting. And a lot of the lines are very similar. Did you listen to that?
I did, but not before. I was shown it afterwards by Marcy, I think.
Right.
Personally, I don't think it's necessarily from the business.
You know what? I cannot do this. I can't do it.
I can't do it.
She I love that. Yeah. I love the way she stands up to him as well.
I mean, that shot's not great on a massive cinema screen. I will tell you that much.
What's wrong with it? I like the way you hobble out. That there, if you see the real sign there, the witness, Oldham Central Congregation, with the times of the meetings. I like this. I like the way Stephen comes out after them. It shows that he's... he cares. He cares more than the other elders.
Yeah.
I just want to see how you feel.
They think they have a right over my whole life.
Just calm down a bit. Stephen, Louisa's she's feeling a bit tired and emotional.
Look, Louisa, it's no one's fault. We just feel that you need time. There's nothing to worry about. We can still continue our guidance meetings.
Brian's had enough.
Do you want to go back in and sort it out?
They just don't get it. It seems so simple to them, to the witnesses. Just go back, just do what they say.
Yeah.
But they don't understand the effect it's having on her.
Do you know how it feels?
She tries to explain it.
Jehovah the Almighty is punishing you directly all the time.
I love that shot.
Why? When I'm sorry.
Just trying to get it through to her.
I've tried, but the elders, they've got it in for me.
Don't be daft.
They do. Do you think it's right how they make you treat me?
It's not God's way.
You need to earn
I like that line as well.
love.
It shows that she's not necessarily given up on a concept of God, but she's moved on from this.
That line, his love's conditional.
You will find soon.
That's a difficult line.
You can visit us if you want. In secret. None of this anymore. Excuse me.
We did a couple of versions of that because I think on one of them I was so like crying, and just because I got myself to this crazy place. But actually this version's much better. She's trying to control herself and keep it in.
Yeah, I think we used a combination of takes, but there was something about the more understated it was. Although some of the lines there that you actually whisper, you know, the elders have got it in for me. You sort of whisper it, you can barely hear it, but because of that, it's just it's magnified and has a stronger effect, I think.
This is such an uncomfortable moment, but so brilliant.
That's what that's what we used to do.
So lost.
Underline the watchtower.
Yeah,
you
because
think
Molly
about
was
it now,
doing
what
it.
a bizarre thing to do.
Yeah, Molly was doing it in an earlier scene, wasn't she?
Yeah. I remember Siobhan on this day. She turned up with just headphones in. She was listening to something, and she didn't speak to anyone. I mean, I come over and talk to her about the scene, but then as soon as we'd finished talking, she put this music.
Kept herself in her zone.
Yeah. And the performance comes across because of it.
Definitely.
Let's turn to Luke 12:49. I came to start a fire on the earth. Do you think I came to bring peace? No. But rather division.
And again, this was a speech or a public talk that's based on a real one. We actually reference the talk in the credits.
Really?
Because it's that close to it.
And it can cause pain and distress for a long time.
But it says a lot about their relationship now, that Stephen, he is sort of moving on. She asked him to move on, and he is doing, and he's doing his job now. He's become an elder, and it's his first
You might beg Jehovah, why
talk on stage.
To me and my family?
But it happens to be one of these, what they call marking talks, or a public needs talk,
his work could cause
which is really aimed at Ivanna.
But we must put Jehovah first.
Do they get to choose what they say, or does someone tell them what they need to talk about at each meeting?
They'll have like bullet points,
Right.
what certain ideas that he has to get across, but he gets to put it in his own words.
Even your unrepentant child might say, my own mum shuns me.
Again, this was another example where we used, originally there was a lot of score in this, but at some point we just removed it and started to play around with the sound instead. So at this point here we suck out the Foley, the room, the ambience, and we just, you end up focusing on Stephen's voice much more because of it. It became more intense.
So please don't try and bend the rules. How bad would it be if we disobeyed and associated, and then one day your daughter comes back and says, why did you break Jehovah's command?
She says so much with just her eyes, Siobhan.
But what if instead she said thank you? Your actions.
It was a slow sort of pulling away from Stephen here with the camera versus the tracking in
Even if
with
we
Anna's
could get
face.
involved in the life of the disfellowship one, which we can't, our help would never match up to that of Jehovah's. He understands what they need more than anyone, even the most caring mother.
So, I imagine, obviously, else she wouldn't have put it in, but there are speakers in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Are there? Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't miss anything. But
God was to say that this book is green when
This
it's
bit
actually
always
red.
gets to me.
And maybe it is green. What do I really know?
well, that's the moment really where she doesn't quite know what to do or think anymore. She's under that much cognitive pressure and control that who is she to say what colour a book is anymore? And that's a kind of Orwellian idea that we've been working on from the beginning of the development. I was never quite... At the beginning I wasn't quite sure what sort of tone the whole thing should have. And people were like, should it be more sort of comedic? But I never felt like there was much comedy in the witnesses. If anything, it was about control and this Orwellian fear of people telling you what to do. And that's... I remember talks like that where elders would say if this book looks green, but if God says it's red, then it's red. There's Leanne.
Oh, they were great. So at this point, my friend said to me, yes, that my mum had come to the flat and seemingly seen sense.
Yeah.
Oh.
She's a good weight.
These were actually the last scenes we shot.
Yeah.
Weren't they?
Yeah, we tried to keep it in order as much as possible.
Why now, Mum?
I wanted to see my granddaughter. I love you both very much.
I like how the sort of moments where Ivanna's smiling there, she's looking towards the light, so her face is lit up. And again here, when she smiles a bit, there's light on her face, but then...
Why don't you come back?
Oh, yeah.
As they start to... The conflict is created. A lot of the face is then in shadow.
I've never picked up on that before.
That was on cue. Great bit of acting there from the baby.
Why don't you sit down, Mum?
I don't get it. What about the new system? Do you not want to see your sister again?
I love the way Louisa's sort of in control really now. And that was the idea, because she's had this baby, she's become a mother. She's got different priorities now in life.
Yeah.
And because of that, she's found her strength.
Governing body, they just make it up.
And she's found the courage to say this kind of stuff to her mum as well.
But people die because of it.
It's the first time you hear anyone say anything like that in the film. And it's the first time there's any kind of objectivity about what's actually happened.
That's true.
I know every single day of Alex's life she felt shame because she had somebody else's blood inside her.
Look at the baby stare.
I know.
She tried very hard to prove herself.
The baby does not like Ivanna.
In the end, she made a stand.
Who is this woman?
She stayed loyal to Jehovah right to the end.
I love all these little bit sort of subtle expressions of yours there. You really know what's going on, but you don't even say anything.
I don't feel guilty about you anymore. You let the devil tempt you.
You know, it never crossed my mind that she was coming back to make a connection. And some people say that to me. They kind of wish that Ivanna woke up and that this was this scene where they came.
I think a lot of people think that.
Yeah. But how could she, you know? I think she's so entrenched in her faith.
I think it's more of hope. People hope she has for her own sake as well. Maybe more so than Louisa's. But
to let go of this idea that she's going to see Alex again in paradise, it's too much.
Yeah, it would
because
mean,
then it means
nothing.
she did just sit there and watch her die.
Exactly.
And it's too much to bear.
But I think it's nice because now Luisa is a mother and she has this just overpowering love. She can't understand how someone could do that to a child, and I think
I could pick her up.
Maybe that's when was the final thing, where she just said no.
Yeah.
I could take her to meetings.
There's no way, Mum.
She needs to know about God.
Leanne's not going to have anything to do with that.
It's quite a common problem, this, as well. When someone's disfellowshipped and their parents then want to have a relationship with their grandchildren.
Mum, I don't blame you, really. And I get it. I get you won't want to talk to us again. But I will be here if you ever need me.
She just looks so helpless. I think that's what's so special about Siobhan's performance, yeah, because you feel sorry for her just as much as everyone else throughout the entire film.
Yeah. It's great the logic there of Luisa. It's so common. You're enraged by what's happened, but at the same time you understand why. You understand what your mum's doing. So she doesn't. She blames her, but then she doesn't. And you're always going back and forth like that.
Yeah. She's.
I mean, this is a lapse in common sense, really. I don't know if she's ever going to go through with it.
No.
It was just a
moment of madness and desperation. Wasn't there originally a bit of a fight scene I remember reading? I'm sure there was, where like elbowed her and she was on the floor. I've definitely not made this up.
I don't know.
I remember the very first script I read.
I'll take her to meetings.
Oh, I can't remember.
I'll save her.
Maybe there was a bit more of a scuffle.
Oh.
But in the end, we decided it was best to keep the camera on her face.
Oh, definitely.
And wait till it focused in on her eyes there.
This shot makes me feel so sad.
We felt
She's lost everything.
Well, this was never in the script, yeah. The film finished with Ivanna praying originally, but we found this shot, and it just said so much. It was a nice way to leave the witnesses the way that the outside world sees them.
I just got shivers.
There's something about a look right at the end there as well that, what is that? Was that a moment of doubt or?
Yeah. Woo!
But she's still going to continue.
Kokotajlo, well done.
Hey, you said my name right. Thank you.
And again.
Yes, you got my name twice.
Such an attention seeker. Yay!
And hooray, Sacha.
And
I think we've done a pretty good job. Would you agree?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hope so. I hope you've enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It's really difficult because I end up just watching the scenes and then forgetting we actually have to talk.
Yeah.
But that's a credit to you and your film.
And to you too.
Oh, Michelle, she's great. It's funny because every time I watch it, I see new things that I've missed the previous time. Just little things.
Yeah.
In people's performances or shots or...
Yeah, I pick up on things still that I never noticed.
Mm.
And we'll leave you with this Kingdom melody that was written by Luke Stevenson again.
Was it?
Yeah.
God, he's a man of many talents.
He is, yes. I think he was on Britain's Got Talent at one point when he was still a witness, and he got reproved for it. So he's musically gifted. So we got him to make this bit of music, and it's exactly like the music you'd hear in the Kingdom Hall when you were leaving the hall. So I felt like it was a nice way for people to leave the cinema.
Yeah.
And I'll shut up now. Thank you.
Thank you.